California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Cal Golden Bears. Rhys Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, Cal has hired a good coach in Tosh Lupoy with great reputation as a defensive guy. Can he turn the Golden Bears around? Justin Wilcox made some strides, but will Tosh Lupoy be the coach? Push them over the top and get back in the conversation of relevance in college football. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bruins offense will have the opening possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Right back to him on the ground.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Saying in the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So the Cal Golden Bears offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He has a big play waiting to happen. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Smashes in between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Play action. Iamaleava. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him.
Could be an alley. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
He's in open space downfield. Picks up the first down. He's up to 41 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. And the Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Offense changing the play. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pulls it on the option. Runs through the tackle. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli. Catch in the middle, it's Hendricks. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to... Ball is loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 3rd down, they need 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. It's complete to the left. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. 4th down, Iamaleava. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they spread them out. And the defense, you got to kind of pick your poison, right? It's hard to go man across the board. It's to pressure the QB, so they play it safe, they go zone. And it's nice to have a running back that can line up in the slot, read the zone, kind of sit down and understand where to be. QB throws the strike, he makes the catch. Nice job being on the same page.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Bruins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Touchdown, Bruins! He got it, feet down in bounds!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Songa Politelli on the play action. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thomas. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Songa Politelli. On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
With the catch, it's Strong. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Morgan. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
The sure hands, it's Thomas. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
On target. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Throwing, Imaliava. Got it behind the line. It's Ellis. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Imaliava from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Bruins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it much better. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Thomas. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Just feeds the running back. And he knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's good enough for a first down.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Knight. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They'll run for it. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead and make the defense stop you.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tack on the point. It's 35-13. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah,
and he's got room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Hits the open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Golden Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Again, it's Songo Bolatelli. Big fella moving. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. And the Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's a heat. And they got it.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football.
Touchdown, Cal. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Finding an escape route. Inside the 35. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Makes it past the marker. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running inside, it's Knight. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Iamaleava bringing the heat. Got his man. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rushes on him. And wings it incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
There he goes to the left. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But
breaks a tackle, and he might go. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Again, it's Songo Bolatelli. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Throwing, Songo Bolatelli. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Fourth down, Songo Bolatelli. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the UCLA sideline, this has been a terrific start for this transfer running back. As you know, they brought him in here for a reason, and he has lived up to those preseason expectations and all of his hype. I've seen him talking with his teammates on the sideline, being a good leader, and every time he's touched the ball, he's made something positive happen. Late in the game, he wants to just finish this, but finish it in the end zone and really seal his victory. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
it's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The run inside. It's Knight. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take.
Makes a grab and room to run. The 30. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come